Indeed, I said there would be a follow-up, and yes, I did also send this to V, thank you Ada. I haven't watched his one yet because I didn't want to be accused of plagiarizing from the Romanian. Besides, he's the gypsy. If I stole from him, I'd be pinching both his content and his stereotype. Then again, I'm also South African, however, I'm also white, and therefore the only thing we steal are nations apparently. Freaking any new person watching this is gonna think, God damn, this is spicy content. Yeah, stick around, it's probably gonna get worse, but anyway. So in the light of the video I just did about the media's lack of standards for toxic characters, for all manner of reasons really, Aiden sent me this one. Lingerie and sleepwear for the women and underwear for the blokes. Now, there is usually a whole bunch of ways one could go about interpreting all of this. Usually, oh, it's the male gaze, representation, sexualization, objectification, etc. All of this stuff that I could not give a flying toss about. At least not in the way the mainstream media would have you believe. Myself being a gentleman who is in shape, when I see those guys, you know what I think? Wow, those guys are in great shape. This is what we should look like? Badass, let's go to the gym, let's get jacked. That is how any sane, healthy men think. Only the most limp-wristed, low-T, soy-balled of boys would go, oh, that's an unrealistic standard. Piss off! If you think this, it's because you're a bitch. Here's the thing, for a guy to be in shape is far more challenging than it is for a woman, because men have to eat more and exercise harder. It takes more effort and far more money. Women, on the other hand, all they have to do is just be thin. You have to eat less and do less, and still women will complain about an unrealistic standard of beauty. No, it is because you're entitled, ill-disciplined, and freaking lazy. I'll say it again, women are entitled, ill-disciplined, and freaking lazy. And if you think that's offensive, you can kiss my ass, I do not care. You want equality? You lazy ass wenches can settle for that shit. We will strive for quality, thank you very much. We are not your equal, we are your superiors. The high bar you expect us to clear while you settle for a lack of standard, show it. And for all those who say, well, diverse male bodies are represented, good! Keep it that way! I don't want diversity. I don't want to see fat males. I don't want to see dad bods, beard bellies, and neck beards. I want to see every guy jacked, in shape, beard trimmed, and dressed with the frickin' nines. I want to see the pinnacle of my sex and race represented everywhere I go so I can marvel at its greatness and go, look at that, we are Greek gods. So keep your toxic diversity the hell away from us, because all it produces is a lack of standards and we want nothing to do with that shit. Feministas haven't quite grasped this all too well, by the way, probably because feminism is like a neurotoxin. Seems to cause some kind of cognitive impairment, but this only hurts you, it does not hurt the men. Cause any sane man of the right knows that if you look like any of those guys, the kind of woman you can get is the girl on the far left. And yes, I did use those phrases because it does sound funny. Heaven's sake, no sane woman thinks that blonde could ever get any of those guys in the real world. Get frickin' real. And heaven forbid, if the majority of women ever do think something that stupid, then women are no longer smarter than men on average, the tables have turned. The facts of reality are plain. No one sane thinks fat is healthy. No one in shape will ever settle for someone who isn't, and no one thinks fat is attractive. You want proof of that? Try telling a girl she's as attractive as Lizzo and see the response you get. This is the reality of the real world. If you want to reject it, then good luck being alone and miserable, decaying to the smell of regret and aging cat piss. Why on earth would Greek gods settle for Greek mistakes? Cheers for watching, and once again, I apologize for nothing.